Thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Friday, April 29th edition of our video devotionals, and we appreciate you being with us today. And I hope your Friday is going well and hope the week has gone well. Here we are. This is the last devotion we'll do for this year in the month of April. And on Monday, it'll be May the 2nd. So time is flying by, as we say, but hopefully everything that's going your way thus far is going good for you. Otherwise, the things that we think are negative anyway, God said in Romans 8:28, all things work together for good to them that love God, to them that are the called according to his purpose. So we can figure on that promise, but otherwise it is great when we have what we consider, good days and good events are happening. So we're going to go ahead and jump into things here today. My reading this morning was 1 Chronicles chapter 3 and 4. It is primarily genealogies. That's what it is. And then there's a few places where it'll mention something. It's easy to go to there in chapter 4 where it talks about Jabez because it gives a little bit of description about the man, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go down here in chapter 4, but we're going to go down here to verse number 23, and just give you a very practical point here. So 1 Chronicles 4 and verse number 23. Otherwise, thank you for watching the videos. We appreciate you very much. And the comments, everything that, just the acknowledgments of any kind, we appreciate it. And we'll just pray we can continue this as we are in our third year now of doing our devotions. Okay, so it says here in 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 23, it says, "These were the potters, and those that dwelt among plants and hedges, there they dwelt with the king for his work." Just a simple concept today is this. You look in the Bible, and of course you hear about positions. We've been reading about kings and queens and that sort of thing. You even hear about the priests, and so you hear about these positions. A lot of these are spiritual positions, if you please. And then you hear about every once in a while these positions that people hold that we call like a laborer. And today, really on this Friday, I just want to say thank God that we have people who specialize in areas of labor. And labor is a good thing. The Bible speaks about that. Matter of fact, a person, no matter what job you do, you ought to work hard at it. As a pastor here, my job as a pastor, just pastor-wise, is preparing sermons and visiting and all that sort of thing. There's other administrative things I do, so it's not so much labor intensive, but it is mental intensive and, of course, spiritual intensive. You got to work hard to stay spiritual. There's everything fighting against you, but that's one aspect. And then there's people that do things like these people here that mentioned these potters and those that dwelt among plants and hedges, growing things and making them look good, hedges that need to be trimmed. One of my jobs as a kid when I grew up, we had a little small house, and our driveway, it was a concrete driveway, and it was lined by these boxwood hedges. And my job, believe it or not, as young as I was to take some shears and make those things look nice. So the very top should have this very flat look to it, and I think for the most part pretty even as the bushes grew. And then on the sides, just make it trimmed to look nice. And I kind of like doing that because I like the look of that as it looked manicured. It's kind of like when you mow your grass, you look at it and go, man, that grass really looks good. And that's something that people sometimes are good at, or some people just don't think much about it. But here's some people that were good at things like that. And the Bible mentions these positions. So I just want to say in a very practical sense here, thank God for people who work, number one, whatever work you do. And work is good. Work is noble. Work is right. God blesses work. He does not bless laziness, but he does bless work. But thank God for some of these positions that if it were not for people that knew how to do them, then we'd be in a little bit of trouble. Thank God for plumbers, and thank God for electricians, and thank God for mechanics. Thank God for builders. Thank God for people who do all these things. People that can operate big machinery. Someone put me on a big piece of machinery, I'd probably tear up half the stuff, if not get myself hurt, because I wouldn't know what I was doing, or maybe just not have the mindset that some people just do to do these things. So thank God for people that work hard and are good at it and are known for it. And I think that's a good thing. And so I just wanted to say that. So if you're out there, I don't care what kind of work you do. We always use this as an illustration. I don't care if you're a ditch digger. Be the best ditch digger there ever was. And I've seen people, if you notice as I close with this, you see these construction crews, big equipment. And then you've got these guys on the highway, they'll have a shovel and they'll be moving little things. And only a shovel could do some of those little old things, that little intricate detail work, just a shovel. But I tell you, somebody that's good with a shovel, somebody that's willing to work with a shovel, I like that. And we ought to thank people that work hard and people that work in jobs. And some people just wouldn't work. Some people just couldn't be able to do it. They just couldn't put up with the workload itself, besides the skill that goes into it. So overall, let's thank God for the mindset that he gives people to work, to be specialists, and all of that. And just thank God for people that will labor and do labor. And that's a noble thing. That's a good thing. And we're going to thank God for him allowing us to do it and give us the ability and all of that. So we're going to close out today with that. Hope you have a great Friday, great weekend, I should say. And then, of course, we'll see you on Monday. Have a great day.